Okay, so before we create a WordPress account or WordPress.com account, what we want to do is prep our account and the website that we want to make. So the first thing you want to do is think about what is the address of your new site. And the address that you're going to be creating is going to be the subdirectory of WordPress.com. WordPress.com is going to host your site. They offer it for free, and there are upgrades that you can do in order for you to have a more enhanced site. But in terms of just starting out, all we're going to do is make a free site with a unique domain that would be specific to your interests. So the prep that we have to do are the following. So there's just 3 steps. One is, before you create an account, let's first think about what is the website address that's specific to your interests. If you think you're going to make a website or a blog that's about a topic or a hobby, you want to think about what that topic or hobby might be in the address. So if this were a website about somebody's hobby regarding fancy socks, then you might want to write down for yourself that fancy socks could be the address that you'd like to go for, and depending on WordPress's large collection of unique addresses, you can see if it's available. Similarly, if you want your website to be about yourself or somebody you know that has to do with a certain person and their particular talent or job or pursuit, you can think about the WordPress address being somebody's name as well as what they do. And the reason why you want to think about this and why this is important is this actually helps Google place your site within the whole world of people searching. So for fancy socks, if somebody literally wants to see websites about fancy socks, creating a website called fancysocks.wordpress.com is really going to help you. Okay. Lastly, you can think about including a location-based type address. If you have a site that you want to make for a local bakery that's called Cupcakes 3, this would be another example. And creating an address within your website address actually will help for local searches. Now, one thing to know is that only letters and numbers are available to make an address with WordPress. So only think about letters and numbers. Secondly, know that even though I show uppercase and lowercase in these examples, you can use uppercase and lowercase. It will be the case that everything that you use or everything that has to do with WordPress.com will be in lowercase. So go ahead and write out a couple of ideas that you might have, and you can use them as you go to create your new account. Now, the second thing you want to do in advance is figure out or create a messy, meaningful password for yourself. You want it to be, in this case, you do want to use uppercase, lowercase, numbers, and characters, and make it a good quantity of them. I think they have up to 20 available in terms of character placement. So you can use uppercase, lowercase, and you want to use them all, actually. I think the very first character, though, has to be a letter, so definitely consider that. So write this down in advance so that you don't find yourself doing it on the fly and then not realizing you have no reference to it. Last is you want to figure out which email account you're going to use as an administrator's account for the WordPress account. And my recommendations is that you want to use your own account, either a Gmail, a personal Gmail account, Hotmail account, whatever the personalized account that you have. What I don't recommend you have or use is a work-based or school-based account. The reason being is that if you find yourself leaving, your student status will dissolve behind you if you're a student, and all of a sudden you're going to lose this email address and if you leave the school. So you want to make sure that you have full ownership of your actual email account so that you can use it and not have any interruption in service when you're accessing your WordPress account. Okay, so once you've done all these 3, Make sure they're written down on a piece of paper off to the side. And once you're set and happy, what we're going to do is proceed to creating a new account in WordPress.